Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic of HTML, where we will discuss how we can utilize ID in order to create a bookmark for a HTML web page. Okay, so by the end of the session, we will be able to understand like what is the exact process that we are supposed to follow in order to create a bookmark for HTML web page. Okay, so we will proceed in the same way. Firstly, I'll create some sample data, then we will understand the requirement, and then later on we will see the output. Okay, so before we start the session, I just would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. For time being, we are just focusing on the main thing, which is how we can use ID in order to create the bookmark. Okay, and as usual, there is one question for all of you, and today's question is like you can simply put the answer in the comment section, and the question is, what are the three key parameters for the differences between ID and class? So you can simply put that answer in comment section, like what all three key main differences between class and ID. Okay, in between class and ID, not in paragraph. Okay, class and ID. So yeah, I think now we are good to see the code. So if I talk about the code, so it's straightforward so far because we haven't applied anything yet. So here you can see we have one HTML web page where we have specified the title in the head section. Then we have heading 1, which is showing HTML by Sharmit. So if I save this code and refresh my browser, so it is coming like this, HTML by Sharmit. Okay, now what we will do, we will create one subheading here for this topic. So h2, and here I can write sample data, or we can write process to use ID for creating HTML book, or for creating bookmark in HTML web page. Okay, web page. So this is the heading which we want to show on the screen. Now after that, we will prepare some sample data. So for that, I will use one paragraph. Okay, so I just added this paragraph. Let's add one heading inside the paragraph itself. So I will write here h3, and I will mark it as chapter hyphen. I will add one here, but before that I will copy a few things. So let me put it like this. Here I will write paragraph, not p. Yeah, paragraph is already there. So now we can directly add the text. So here in text I will write, this is the sample lines for the demo of bookmark. Then we can simply put br tag here. Now you can simply copy this multiple times. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So we have added 10 lines. If I show you the thing, it is coming like this. So let's copy this entire paragraph first, and then we can put the chapter 1. Okay, so now we can write here chapter 1. Likewise, we will create more chapters because it is the need of the program. So let's put it like this, chapter 2 3 4 5. I think this is enough, right? Okay, so now what we will do, we will simply mark the chapter number according to the paragraph. So chapter 1 is here, then we have chapter 2, then we have chapter 3, then we have chapter 4, likewise we have chapter 5. So it's time to understand the requirement. So let's save it and refresh it. Okay, so the requirement is that suppose I'm using this website, and here we have multiple chapters. Okay, and I want to directly go to chapter 4 from here. So how we can do this? So to achieve this, we will utilize ID, because ID can be used to create a bookmark. Okay, so with the help of ID and anchor tag, we can directly move or navigate to chapter 4. Let me show you how. So for that, what we will do, we will firstly create one anchor tag, or you can say the hyperlink. So let me go here, and now I will write here a tag, which is for anchor tag. Now we can write here jump to chapter 4. Okay, after that we will set here href, which is for hyperlink reference, and here we will put the ID as C4. Now what is the C4? Hash is indicating that we are using ID, and C4 is indicating that we are referring the chapter 4. So would it work if I click here? No, it will not work now, because we have not specified anything yet, right, in the chapter 4 paragraph. So if you try to click here, it will do nothing. Why? Because we have just declared that this link can access this ID, which is hash C4. But so far you can see there is no C4 ID available to any of the paragraph. Okay, so for that, what we will do, we will simply go to the paragraph where we have specified chapter 4, and then we can put the ID as we can simply write here C4. Okay, remember one thing, don't use hash symbol here. Okay, here we are just accessing, we are just giving it a name, ID. Okay, unique ID. And at the time of accessing it, yes, we do need to put hash, or if you are talking about class, then we will use dot. So make it very clear that for ID, we just specified it. Now you can refresh it, and after the refresh, when you click on chapter 4, it will take you directly to the chapter 4. Okay, with just a single click, we saw that it is moved to chapter 4. Now what other thing we can do here? One thing I want to show you, like some of you might be thinking like we have only 5 chapters, so we can simply directly go to chapter 4 by scrolling it. Then why we are doing these kind of things, like why we are creating the IDs and attaching it with the anchor tag? Because right now we have only 5 chapters, but it might be possible there are hundreds of chapters, there are hundreds of sections in the HTML web page, right? So at that time, scrolling will not work for sure, because there is no other option for us apart from this ID. Although like option might be there, right? But we are talking about the ID concept. So yes, with the help with the help of ID, we can directly navigate our flow to specific chapter. And remember one thing, it will only work on the basis of ID. If you keep ID anything else apart from chapter 4, it will do that thing. Okay, now if you have noticed somewhere in the website, you might have seen this button for top, go to top and go to bottom. So that thing also we can implement with the help of same concept, ID and anchor tag. So you can create one paragraph in the end. You can give it name like end paragraph, or then you can simply refer that ID with the help of anchor tag. Okay, so these are the all thing which I wanted to share with you for this specific topic, where we just discussed how we can utilize the ID in order to create the bookmark for a HTML web page. Okay, now I request you to please do share the knowledge for the question. And today's question is, what are the three main key differences between the ID and class? So if you know the answer, you can directly share the answer in the comment section. But in case if you have any doubt, don't worry, we have already discussed this thing in previous session. So you can firstly watch that session. There are a couple of you can say couple of differences mentioned in the session. So from those differences, like you can select any three and just put it in the comment section. Those who will provide the consistent correct answer will be spotlighted in the upcoming sessions. So that's why I'm requesting you to please do share your knowledge, because it is not only helping you but also others who don't know the things. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to wind up this session. So thank you once again for watching the Tech Sharmit, and we will see the next topic in the upcoming session. So thanks again.